1993, where you at?
I got the recipe and I kept receipts. The smell it covers me. Mods only weed. I just chopped the tree.
Yo, this is the Good Drugs Podcast Pod Chat. I am Diamond Key. This shit is brought to you by Up South Collective. Shout out nigga AD and Gorilla Mafia Family. And today it's actually production is brought to you by Gorilla Mafia Family too. And here we got family with us. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
TJM4DSKILLZ, we're in the building right now. My boy podcast, Good Drugs, what's going on, man?
Yeah, he just here, I asked brother to come kick it with me or whatnot, bro, a smart dude, you feel me? So only smart people allowed, but yeah, good drugs.
Gorilla Mafia Family.
Anyways, and we are black in this bitch. And yeah, so fuck that. Before we've been going, since I do got a guess, I just want y'all to get a little familiar with who Bro is. So just a little bit about yourself. He's an artist.
Once again, man, this TJ4DSKILLZ. You can find me on Instagram under official TJ4DSKILLZ. Official, I know y'all know how to spell that, and it's TJM4DSKILLZ. You know what I'm saying? And, like you said, I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, before any of that, it's just I walk around with a lot of knowledge, and anybody who got it, I'm ready to speak with it.
Bro's a father, also a father. That's very important.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people
I love all four of them babies.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people that come on the pod who are actual, like, fathers and, like, real people in this world and shit. And that's the most important part about all this shit. And my fault. If you got your blunt, your bong, your lighter.
Light that shit up.
My, what's that? Pen, vape, wax, hash, oil, edibles. Get all your good shit. THCs. Light up. Roll up. Good drugs. No drugs.
Good drugs.
And I'm just finna dive into shit, what we got going on. So, I was covering... Yo, camera lady. I was covering a lot of, like, during the COVID-19 shit, like, when it first popped off, I was covering, like, a whole lot of the shit, like, obsessing over the shit.
Right.
And one of the people that made me dive into shit was a nigga, Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci. He has a lot of connections with, like, different people that's kind of weird and shit. So they had a hearing about this nigga, right? They had a hearing. Oh yeah, shout out my uncle hat. It's on my head. My fault. Gotta do all my shout outs while I'm still talking. But Anthony Fauci, so they had a hearing with the CDC or Anthony Fauci, whatever you want to call him, who was representing basically the CDC, and they asked him what's his organization, because basically they're under. So what's happening right now, if nobody knows in the world, what's happening is they're trying to figure out where the fuck did this shit come from, and how the fuck does it get from China to Switzerland to Africa to, how does this shit happen? And so they located the actual origin of it, where it came from was Wuhan, which this has been like known. They've been trying to cover this shit up, but it's been known that this shit came from Wuhan, China, in the labs. And so Anthony Fauci, what he has to do with this whole shit, he's like a leader, president, whatever the fuck you want to call it, chairman, spokesman for EcoHealth. And EcoHealth has been funding how can I say this? They've been funding gain of function research, which is basically they take viruses and they add some man-made shit to them, and now they're super viruses, and they do experiments on these viruses, and these viruses are never supposed to leave the lab. And coronavirus is one of these viruses that got souped up and somehow left the lab. And so basically he had a hearing asking how this shit happened. And what I took from it was a nigga just lying. A nigga said he don't know where it came from. He don't know these people. But then they were like, but you're with EcoHealth, right? He's like, yeah. They're like, well, EcoHealth been funding China. And from there, it's kind of just had to swallow this whole shit. So, you got any, you heard of it? Have you heard of that?
Nah,
let me just ask you first before you even.
Nah, I ain't really get too deep on, what I'm saying, the whole coronavirus thing to me, I don't know, it's different. It's like they saying that it's killing so many people, whatever, and then like I know people that have caught it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I actually stayed around somebody that caught it and like lived in the house with her, and I went and got tested
You were straight.
and I was good.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's different for me with it. I know it's real, you know what I'm saying?
Real. Yeah, it's
you can
real.
catch it, whatever, but I just feel like it's like, you know, any other virus, if your body's strong enough, you know what I'm saying, if you're eating the right things, you take care of yourself, I don't think you have too much to worry about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I guess like the big thing is I guess like just being honest about certain shit within the world. Like there's a lot of it's easy to get like caught up in shit that's not real, not a lot of lies, a lot of propaganda, a lot of agendas being spread across like media and all this and social media everywhere. And just like I just think this is important because I mean, if these niggas are creating this shit, this should be like a known thing that niggas are creating viruses and playing with viruses. That's pretty dangerous. I don't know. That's just me though.
And another thing though, like what we do have to be mindful of too, like the number one thing of controlling the world is fear. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
And if we keep people, you know, in the fear of something happening to them or you die from something, you know what I'm saying, this strong, it'll always have people, you know, like timid to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I have a theory. I can call it a theory because, you know, you can't prove them, can't not be proven.
Right.
I call it a theory that, so I took it back to where, like, when Kanye was talking about we all killed him, everybody killed him, saying slavery was a choice. I took that as just a mind thing. Like I was just saying, like, it's in your mind. Like, people right now who have not gotten this virus are scared as fuck to, like, touch things, go outside, communicate with people just off of what they've heard. So,
Right.
like, imagine us being on a plantation, such and such somewhere, and we just hearing about, oh, they killing niggas.
Right.
Niggas is getting murdered over there.
You're not gonna wanna go.
No, we're not going to, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so you just have to kind of like, I don't know, I just overdose on shit, but that's what a good drug is for.
And that be the thing too, like, you know, a lot of stuff, a lot of the real things that's going on in the world, they don't even televise it anymore. You know what I'm saying? They keep certain stuff in our face, like I said, just off of the fear.
Yeah, on purpose.
But it's real stuff going on in certain cities, in certain places that, you know what I'm saying, they don't show you because, one, they trying to, like, show you, like,
Yeah.
oh, our city is so great. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's a
So you just got to be careful, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the saying. I think it's like, believe none of what you hear, little of what you see. You know what I'm saying?
something like
Because
that. You know what I'm saying?
all that stuff will kind of be like a what you see.
Nothing
Yeah.
of what you hear. My fault.
You know what I'm saying?
Mass hysteria. That's what we're reaching
Right.
for. Mass hysteria. That's what.
You know, you gotta have
No,
the
it's
smart.
a-
You gotta have the smart one in the background. You know,
Yeah,
because we
shout out
don't
to
know
Ree,
good
baby.
drugs.
Shout out to Ree, baby. Yeah. So mass hysteria is really what we experience. I feel like our whole life, like just growing up from being checked out of school in elementary because 9/11 happened to shit you've heard about that you don't know if it's true or not, but
Right.
we take it as what it is. Like this whole slavery and everything that seems to be a continuing cycle that keeps happening over and over are things that we've heard about,
Right.
which is kind of weird that we hear it, then it happens. But hey,
You gotta
know.
understand too, like these shows and movies and stuff, man. They putting stuff right in our face. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we see it as just movies and shows, but the coronavirus has been like
oh yeah,
and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? This has
Yeah.
been showed to us. They got movies on it. You can go to Netflix. It's like
yeah,
14 movies on it. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff been showed in our face. So
end of the world, all that shit. So yeah, good drugs. And we are black in this bitch, like the planes 9/11. And so more shit we got going on. So the Colonial Pipeline, I was actually finna report on this shit like a while ago, but I was waiting for like more and more shit to come out. So yeah, the Colonial Pipeline, and I was on Twitter. Shout out to Twitter. I had like a little spit, spar. No, nigga joined in on my shit, so it turned into like a spar with a nigga. So we were just talking about supply and demand and gas and all this other shit, and I was just telling holla at me, my nigga, when gas runs out. So anyways, Colonial Pipeline shutdown. It is a large. What is the Colonial Pipeline? First of all, it is the largest pipeline system for refined oil products in the U.S. That's like gas and everything. Like more shit comes from oil, but gas is like the big thing. So one of the nation's largest pipelines, which carries refined gasoline and jet fuel from Texas up to the east coast of New York, was forced to shut down. Oh my God. My fault. First time reading on my tablet. Was forced to shut down after being hit by ransomware in a vivid demonstration of the vulnerability of energy infrastructure to cyber attacks. The operator system. So basically, I'm just gonna read. The operation system. I was gonna say the operator of the system, Colonial Pipeline, said in a vaguely worded statement late Friday that it had shut down its 5,500 miles of pipeline. It's a lot, which it says carried 45% of the East Coast fuel supplies in an effort to contain the breach. Earlier Friday, this was on a Friday, one of these Fridays, there were disruptions along the pipeline, but it was not clear at the time whether that was a direct result of the attack or of the company's moves to proactively halt it. On Saturday, as the FBI, the Energy Department, and the White House delved into the details, Colonial attacked pipeline knowledge that the corporate computer networks had been hit by a ransomware attack, and criminal groups hold data hostage until the victim pays a ransom. So the motherfucking gas is under attack because more cyber shit, and this just dives into like crazy because Facebook and Twitter and Google and everybody that we use to look up information actually has been how can I say this shit, has been they're being investigated for like this type of shit being able to happen. Right. So it's just crazy how like they were saying like, no, shit like this can't happen, our shit's very secure and shit, and boom, like right. This is what we were talking about, and it's just crazy.
Something serious, man.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you can get around them. Like, it's just like if it's a crack, they got it. It ain't. And from the pipeline thing, I was hearing that the Russians had did it, whatever.
Yeah, I was hearing different type of shit too.
It's just like, okay, here we go with this crap. You know what I'm saying? You know, as the people, like I said, we don't know too much of that. We got to go by what they, word of mouth is, and if that's the case, what they on right now. Like, what are y'all trying to sit and like y'all can just come, take something of what I don't get it, what I'm saying? Which I want a war, and
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean it's just I guess it's just something like to pay attention to when it's like so much shit going on in the world. Like this is kind of like real shit. Like if like the pipeline like would totally shut down, like certain people won't get gas, and if this is literally half of America like gets gas through this pipeline. So if the other pipeline shuts down, like there's no more, like everything that we care about doesn't matter because it's not gonna go on anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. So what they on? Y'all know.
Yeah.
So we need that. You know what I'm saying? It's too many cars out here on the road. We got cars. We need our gas. What y'all on, Russia? Chill out. Whoever. Leave the gas out of it.
Yeah, I just hope they get this shit back popping and how it's supposed to be back popping and
Well, I heard they paid it.
It was a ransom they had to pay. So yeah.
Swiping, no swiping. You know what I'm saying? We here. Let us get that.
So and this just, and see, I was getting a lot of like little feedback because I wasn't like on the I play around with a lot with like I fuck with Trump and shit like that, but it was just on some shit like I know that every president's fucked up type deal. Like I know every president fucked up, but if anybody could have told a nigga the truth, bro, I felt like his shit was more truthful than anybody's.
That's why I fuck with him. Like
whether he fuck with you or not, like
we don't want to hear it, but it's real.
A lot of shit. He
might not say it right, but you gotta accept him for who he is. He giving you.
I do.
I've
said that before though. I fuck with
giving you real, and then Percy lets call that okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like we're so quiet about. Well, we were so loud about like, oh fuck Trump, fuck. Like we thought a lot of shit was going on, but now that we see another niggas in office and more weird shit is continue to go on, and you had Trump leave and take out like people that we love. Like certain people, like it's just weird to me how that part is silent, and then it's so loud. Like the part of like the shit Joe Biden been doing is so silent. Like he's not doing anything weird in the White House. Like there's a lot of weird shit these niggas doing in the White House.
They're releasing the UFO stuff.
Yeah, because they have to release. Oh yeah, they releasing UFO. That's not
I
on
mean,
my
but who
pamphlet.
didn't know that was real?
Yeah,
By now. I only got that.
we've
alien
heard so
movies.
much about UFO stuff too that I mean,
I just feel like we gotta be pretty naive to think we can only breathe
yeah,
beings
yeah.
out there.
Oh yeah, there's definitely other shit out here
Going
in
on.
this world going on. Other I kind of touched on spirits on the last pod a little bit, but yeah.
Hey, you know,
Go listen to that shit.
But you know, a nigga asked, he said, if the sun lives in space, how does it ever get dark?
That is a good question. Even with like the world rotation and shit, it is a good question.
It's like a shadow, like the where we at, because we rotating, it's on the other side. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why we got
They say we rotate tremendously.
I just think that when it
with a
comes
crazy
down to it, like
but we ain't
certain things like that happen naturally weren't meant to be like explained by humans. That's just how it goes. Like something is above our spiritual level. I put it that way.
I'm on these good drugs, and I just want to say they serving us a lot of BS.
Good drugs.
Part.
And we are black, BLACK, black. Yeah. So my fault. We having like off-topic conversations that are like on topic but off topic. On topic of the good drugs, off topic of the segment. So excuse a nigga, cause I lost my spot. I don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah, the pipeline. So yeah, the pipeline. Boom. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So I know you done heard about Deshaun Watson and all these sexual assaults and shit. They're up to 22 now. I don't want to I'm not talking about anybody's story or any of the females. It is what it is. But I do have a little nugget throw out there. So massage therapists, since we are talking about massage therapists, talking about they're saying they were sexual assaulted by a football player. This might be a thing. So massage therapists engaged in sex with 5 Ohio State football players. A 41-year-old woman solicited Ohio State football players and engaged in sex with some of them after offering massages. The university revealed in a report issued Thursday afternoon. On a Thursday, one of these Thursdays, it was a recent Thursday, the Northeast Ohio woman whose name was redacted in the 15-page report is a licensed massage therapist. She agreed on March 22nd to surrender her license in order to forego an investigation that she engaged in sexual misconduct with one or more clients as defined in the Ohio Administrative Code. The investigation arose from a complaint filed on March 14, 2020 with the Medical Board of Ohio alleging that the woman had offered free therapeutic massages to football players as a way of initiating sexual interactions and then demanding payment. So, don't Sean Watson black. I'm black. We all black. So, this always was a thing with like black athletes being accused of the most heinous crimes against females, especially ones that were brought up by single black mothers, which is weird. But anyways, this is always a thing where they seem to like try to smear the athlete with like, oh, it's sexual assault, like when he wants to do something outside of the lines of what the people that are controlling his contract and paying him the money want him to do. And I'm just trying to shine light on a situation where this happens more than people think it happens, where like these athletes are came on to by trainers, massage therapists, people, like, and then they like wanting stuff from these athletes more so than the athlete. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and we have to think of somebody like a Deshaun Watson, like, not saying that like he's above anything.
But
you feel me?
That, none of this stuff was coming out before he said he wanted to leave a team. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
like,
the key point.
And it's many players and athletes that have spoken up and said certain things don't be fair as of the decisions they want to make. You know what I'm saying? So, and then from the reports, y'all saying that he was naked or just in his bathrobe or something like that. But most massage parlors where I have been, I mean, I thought that was pretty normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially being an athlete. I didn't see Tom Brady in the massage place. You know what I'm saying? His kids was in. You know what I'm saying? And he was in this bathrobe. You know what I'm saying? And laying there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. I just thought that was pretty normal. I didn't think that was a sexual conduct procedure because he's in here in his robe or his towel. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a thing for athletes. So it's crazy.
Say what? Spas in general. Yeah, it's just a thing in spas in general. So I mean, what can a nigga say about the shit other than like, I don't believe the nigga did it. Like, fuck it. I don't believe nigga did it. Like,
I can't
fuck
go
it.
for it either.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, if
like, I don't believe
maybe
nigga did
one
it. Like,
one or two people, he just
like,
but he's just so much of a horn dog to where it's 22 different people he wanted to assault.
Going around crazy, slanging, like, I don't believe it.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure that he can get it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't go for it.
Like, I'm pretty sure that nigga at his house right now going, like, when he heard about this news, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty, all right, I don't want to be insensitive. My fault. I'm being sensitive. There are people in situations where athletes are some nasty lame ass niggas who wouldn't get the attention that they get unless for the sport they play. So they take that and they take advantage of females. That does happen. And those niggas need to be put under the jail. But in this case, the facts are this guy he was a stand-up guy, has a clean rap sheet, none of this has ever happened in his past, and he was in a fucked up situation. He just signed a big contract like last year, a year before, and they didn't get him any help. He had people on his team apologize to him for the fucked up situations that he's been in as far as like the general manager and the coaching and the staff and all this other shit going on. And he's voiced the opinion that he wanted to leave at some point. And from there on,
Bill Cosby act.
Pretty much.
And it's scary, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Because
yeah. This is like light.
Himself in these accusations, and it's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying? To even, I mean, if he did it, you know what I'm saying, get what you deserve, but
yeah, and I want to say that too. If
I just don't see it.
If he wanna, my fault, production is trying to signal something to me. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if he did this shit, he a nasty nigga. He need, like when I was in my R. Kelly bag, nasty nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck all them niggas. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. That's it. Fuck that nigga. But Deshaun Watson, I don't believe he did this, and just because this has been a thing, like this is a thing, like whether Michael Vick fight, I don't know, bring that up, but whether Michael Vick fighting dogs and making it seem like he's some terrorist that captures dogs and kills them and hangs them like some crazy shit, or a guy who had sex with a few massage therapists and now he's a predator. Like, I don't.
It's tough out here, man.
Especially when you black. I never had a lot of money like that, but I imagine like it seemed to be hard for them niggas.
He just made a perfect statement. It's hard for people, regular people, and for him to be at a certain level of fame that he is at it's tough. It's tough, not because now he's gonna feel like, well, he's not even, you know what I'm saying, if he didn't do any of these things, like he's gonna feel like it's still a scar. Yeah, it's still a scar on his record. He's gonna be scared to make his own real personal moves now. Yeah,
that's another thing. It's still a conviction, even if not convicted. Like, that's the fucked up part. Like, but yeah, so we got he got his off the top vibes. TJ Mad Skills. And what else you got, bro? What else you got going on?
There's just a lot of things going on right now. It's gear mostly, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get at me if y'all want outfit, shirts, stuff like that. And pictures, I'm taking those, you know what I'm saying, interviews, you get it in. And yeah, that's basically what I got going on right now.
Yeah, man. So, this was the Good Drugs. Wait, good episode. I didn't even say episode, what episode number this was. What episode number is it?
Good question.
I think it's 91. Episode 91, Good Drugs Podcast, Pod Chat. This was brought to you by Up South Collective. Shout out to nigga AD and Gorilla Mafia family. And also brought to you by, what's your other,
Young Dynasty Entertainment, man.
Young Dynasty Entertainment. There we go. Yeah. Good drugs. Y'all niggas stay up, be safe, but stay dangerous.